Should we get the transfer stuff out of the way first? We've got a few hours until the deadline passes. Anything going on at the moment?
No, I expect it to be quiet. I'll be finishing this interview with you. I'll be going to watch the under-18s, and my only focus is on the game on Saturday. Tough game, really tough game, but we'll be well prepared for it.
Yeah, I suppose Marcus Maddison is the one everyone's wondering about. He's still here at the moment. The clock is ticking down.
Yeah, he's still here. Of course he is. He trained really well this morning again. We hope that he's still here by the end of the day. That's the hope that everyone's hoping around Peterborough, fans, players, my staff, everybody. So let's hope it's like that tomorrow.
Yeah, so all nice and quiet, which is what you want because you're at the top of the league, so you don't need to be doing very much.
No, it's not about doing much. It's about making sure this group of players are focused on Saturday. That's the most important thing. We've got a tough month coming up. I think we've got 7 games in the month. So it's going to be tough for us, tough on the legs, tough on the bodies. We've got to make sure they're good to go in every game, and the energy levels are through the roof like they have been for the first 5 or 6 games, and we've got to do that again.
Yeah, you must have been really pleased with the players that came in and were involved on Tuesday night that maybe we haven't seen so much of this season, because with your consistent side going out there and doing it in League One, there's always the potential for people to sulk, but we didn't see any of that at all.
I was delighted. I was delighted with Connor. I was delighted with Andrew Hughes. Delighted with Chris Forrester. Delighted with Idris Kanu. They've shown, great temperament. Just every day in training, knowing that the team's doing well, playing well, and has all the boys really. Liam Shepherd, Alex Penny. You go deeper into the squad, Lewis Freestone, Andrea Borg. He's been around it. Danny Lloyd. They've all been tremendous. And that's one thing I did touch on you at the start of the season. That this group of players want the team to win. If they're not in the team, they want them to win, and that's really, really key in a successful team. And I think we've got that. We've got that real unity. Just the other day, the boys surprised Callum Chettle. He was meant to go for a meal with his wife or his girlfriend for his birthday. Just the two of them, and they arranged to surprise him, and the whole squad turned up as well. So it's. I don't know whether Callum was pleased or not, but it just shows you that the unity they've got, that they're together. Callum's injured at the minute, so I thought it was a lovely touch for everyone to do that.
Yeah, everyone's really enjoying it, and as you say, with September, busy month, clearly you don't want injuries, but you know that it's likely to take a bit of a toll on the squad, so people have to be ready.
Of course. We aren't going to go through the season. If we do, then the physio needs a rise. Do you know what I mean? But no, listen, we are going to have injuries this season. There's no two ways about it. Hopefully they're not long ones. Touch wood. But we have got a squad capable of coming in. As you seen the other night, 4 changes to the team. They come in. The team didn't look any weaker. And we've got people even further down than that. So it's important we have that squad depth, and I think we have it this year.
With Ricky Miller, just to clear this up, there's been some confusion, but he can't play this weekend. He will be ready for Bradford next time.
Yeah, it's been a nightmare really, because it's if the game doesn't count, as a suspension, then we thought he might be able to play in the game, but it wasn't the case. It's been frustrating for Ricky. It's been 7 games. I was led to believe that Doncaster game, regardless of what happened in the Barnet game, that he would have been available for the Doncaster game. That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be 6 games, but the Checker Trade game didn't count for some reason. So it is what it is. We move on. They've got their sets of rules, and we have to abide by them. But Ricky's chomping at the bit. He's done very little really over the weekend, and Monday and Tuesday he's joined back in again. Wednesday, Thursday with us. We just took him out of the firing line a little bit. He's been training hard. But he's looking really, really fresh now, and he's good to go next week against Bradford.
Given the way the team's been going, it makes life slightly easier with introducing him or reintroducing him anyway. Would he be ready to go? Could you chuck him straight in for 90 minutes if you wanted to, or will you be looking to build him up?
No, he's ready. He's ready to go. I think he's played 8 games with the pre-season games, maybe 9 games, and I think he's got 18 goals. So if he's not ready, then I don't know when he's going to be ready.
With Andrea Borg, have you been keeping an eye on him? He's been away on international duty. Is he getting on all right?
He's doing great, Andrea. He's doing well over there. I'll get in contact with him today again to see how he's gone on. But it's great for our young players to be recognised. You know, it's Andrea had been on the bench as well. So sometimes when you move away from the club, you go in the international duty. I find this, and you come back and you find yourself out of the picture again a little bit. But to have that recognition, you know, he's been outstanding, Andrea, from the minute he came into the building. And once he started training with the first team, he's grown and grown. He's like a man now. You know, he can take challenges. He's strong. He's quick, and we're delighted to have him here, and delighted to see him getting the recognition for his country. Because I've played for my country, and there's no better feeling of putting that shirt on than where you were born and representing them. So something that, you know, we would like to try and get a lot more players to get that recognition. You know, Guion had it last year. He got called into the Wales squad and had to pull out because of injury. But there's players here who have all got chances to play for their country, wherever it may be, and we would love to try and get more of them recognised for their country. So I guess the only way to do that is to keep winning, to keep yourself at the top of the league, keep yourself in the spotlight, and keep producing on the pitch as a player. So that's what we need to do. Yeah,
and a player who's been recognised by his country before, Jermaine Anderson, back over the past couple of games, getting involved, which is great for everyone to see. Given the shape of the side and what you're doing at the moment, how do you best see him fitting into the shape and the tactics? He's played in the deeper role when he's been on so far, but I guess he could also play further up as well.
Jermaine can play anywhere in the midfield three. He can play in the Doherty role, he could play in the Grant role, he could play in the Madison role. We know he's a huge asset to us and to this football club, and I think, you know, he's come back a lot sooner than what we thought. He's looking great, he's looking sharp. Obviously his match sharpness needs to come. We've got a game next Tuesday that Jermaine will play in, just to top up on his fitness. But to get him 15 minutes, to get him 30 minutes, and now we need to look further for him now. May not be in the first team game. If it is, then albeit he's fine to step in there, but we need to make sure we try and build on him now. And but he's been training great. He's looked fantastic when he came on the other night in the game, and everybody in the football club are delighted to have him back.
And Doncaster this weekend, what are you expecting from the game?
I'm expecting a very good game. I'm expecting a tough game against a very good manager. Someone who I respect highly. You know, he was tremendous for me when I come to the football club, and I probably played my best football of my career under Darren. So I can only thank him for that. But on the day, we both want our teams to win, and you know, I think we know we're up against it. It'll be a tough game, but I think Darren knows it'll be a tough game as well. So we've got to make sure we focus on ourselves. We're in good form. We're confident. We're not arrogant. We're looking forward to the game. You know, I'm sure the fans will come in great numbers again. I think someone told me it's the second away game in a row that we're going to bring over 1,000 fans, which is testament to them. You know, the support they're giving us this year is tremendous, and I think they're seeing that with the performances on the pitch from the boys, and the boys are buying into the fans, and the whole club's is a one at the minute, and that can only improve us and help us and get us over the line in some games.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be working. I guess it goes without saying, but for all of the managers you've played under, do you take different bits that you learnt from them and put them into what you do?
Of course, yeah, of course. But you got to be your own man, though. That's the thing. You can't. I'm under the mindset of I believe in what I believe in. I take little bits, of course, of all different managers. I've played under some really good managers throughout my career, and Darren being one of them. So it's you do take little bits, but you gotta make your own decisions, and I think I've done that. You know, I like to the way I am. I like to, you know, make sure that we, as a group, we are when we turn up to the training ground, that it's not I'm coaching the way one of my former managers coaches. I coach the way I want to coach, and I think that's what every manager should do, especially younger managers.
And when you first start out, when you look at the dugout next to you and you see people who you've worked with in the past, I imagine at first it's a bit strange, but you must be getting to the stage now where you feel very much at home when you're in that dugout.
Of course, I mean, I'm well over a year now in it, so it's been good. I'm really enjoying it. I feel as if I'm getting better. I think last year definitely helped me. The year that I had last year, you know, where I was thrown right in the deep end, and I thought it was a tough year. It was a good year. I enjoyed every single minute of it. I had some bad times, I had some good times. I had some very low moments, I had some very high moments, but I think it all made me better for this season, and I feel a lot more confident. I feel a lot more clear in my head. I'm getting a lot more rest. I'm making sure that my everyday routine is not similar. It doesn't have to be. I get my rest and I see my family a lot more. So I think that was key for me this year.